Hi, I'm Dr. Anndrea Hatcher from Olive Branch Parke Veterinary Clinic. Today I'm going to talk about the map turtle. The Federal Drug Administration prohibits the sale of turtles that are smaller than 4 inches long. This is to prevent young children from putting them into their mouths and exposing themselves to the salmonella bacteria that many reptiles carry. In Indiana, it's illegal to sell native species of turtle, whether they are wild caught or captive bred. If you have a map turtle, a Huatka map turtle, or a false map turtle illegally, don't release it into the wild. It will not know how to find food for itself, protect itself from the environment and predators, and it may expose the native population to disease. You may also inadvertently release a non-native species, which may compete with the native species for resources. Instead, call the Indiana Department of Natural Resources for recommendations of what to do. The Indiana Department of Natural Resources does not encourage the keeping of turtles as pets, but does allow it if the turtle is obtained legally with a hunting or fishing license. The adult shell length of the map turtle is 4 to 6 inches for the male and 7 to 11 inches if it's a female. The enclosure temperature range should be 75 degrees on the cool end and 80 degrees on the warm end. Their humidity should be 70%. They are diurnal. The males are smaller, they have larger tails, and their cloaca is out farther than the females. Their lifespan is 30 years or more. Their aquarium should be a 125-gallon tank or larger, and the water should be 16 to 18 inches deep. So the equipment that you'll need if you're going to keep a map turtle is a submersible water heater, an aquarium water filter, a water testing kit, a UVB light source that must shine on the turtle, not through the glass, 2 above water thermometers, 1 in-water thermometer, a humidity gauge, gravel, unchlorinated water, rocks for a dry basking spot, the aquarium, a timer for a light source so you have 12 hours on, 12 hours off, reptile calcium supplement, and reptile vitamins. Map turtles are omnivorous, although they're more towards the carnivorous end. They're aquatic turtles. They're shy and they don't like to be handled. They must also have very clean water. So you want to consider having a separate feeding tank to help keep the main aquarium clean. The aquarium setup should have gravel substrate with a gentle sloped up area to a basking spot with rocks. The cool side should be around 72. The basking spot can be up to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. They can be fed every other day. 15 to 30 minutes after feeding, remove the uneaten food from the aquarium. Feed a wide variety of foods, including aquatic turtle food, dark leafy greens such as kale, collard greens, and mustard greens, freeze-dried shrimp, crickets, and earthworms. Dust the food with a calcium supplement 3 times a week and with a vitamin supplement twice a week. Water changes with unchlorinated water should be frequent enough to maintain as low ammonia levels as possible and a pH of 6 to 6.2. The UVB light bulb should be replaced every 6 to 12 months. New turtles should be examined by a veterinarian and have a fecal sample checked for intestinal parasites. All reptiles may carry salmonella, which can cause disease in humans. Very young and very old humans are most at risk. Always wash your hands after handling reptiles. The word turtle is often used to refer to both turtles and tortoises. Tortoises live on land, and most of them are plant eaters. Turtles spend all or part of their time in water and often eat both plants and animals. They are both reptiles, which means that in captivity they need to be provided with a temperature gradient so they can maintain their body temperature. They also need a source of UV light to stay healthy. Common types of turtles kept as pets include box turtles, sliders, mud turtles, and painted turtles. In Indiana, it is illegal to sell turtle species that are native to our state, which includes red-eared sliders, painted turtles, map turtles, box turtles, and common snapping turtles. It is also illegal to capture and keep a wild turtle as a pet unless you have the appropriate hunting or fishing permit and the species isn't endangered. Another factor to consider is that turtles live 30 to 50 years, so getting one as a pet may be a lifelong commitment. Turtles don't like to be handled, and they aren't famous for their speed, qualities that may lead a child to become bored with his pet before the 30 to 50 year time period is up. If you decide that you don't want your turtle anymore, you can't release or even re-release it into the wild. Not only is it illegal to do so, but captive turtles don't know how to fend for themselves in the wild. They may expose other wild turtles to disease, and if it is a non-native species to Indiana, it could cause damage to local plant and animal populations. If you make an educated decision to keep a legal species of turtle as a pet, learn about that specific type of turtle before you buy, so you know what type of habitat it needs, the heat and UV lights that it needs, and what kind of food it should eat. Pet turtles should have a yearly physical examination by a veterinarian and have an intestinal parasite exam to check for parasites, some of which can cause disease in people.